Hi there. See, I wanted to be able to come to you tonight and share the reason why protein. To me, this is so important. I've been doing this for 40 years, and when we got started, everybody started first on protein and then they added nutrients. And you'll understand why as we get going here. So I thank you for joining us tonight, and let's get going. So we know that everybody talks about a well-balanced diet, and we look at the changes in our diet from 100 years ago until today. There is no comparison. We look at our food. Is our food at all the same today? There's over 15,000 additives that are in the food. I look at how things have changed since I've been involved. We look at the chemicals that are out there. It's huge, the amount of chemicals. The food choices, do this look familiar? And maybe a lot of you don't eat this way, or do you have kids that eat this way? I've seen a lot of this yet, but that is defining our level of wellness. And I can tell you, as long as I have been doing what I'm doing, that the health of Americans has gone down at a much younger age. And that's why fast food is huge for it, but that's a big reason why we do what we do. Everybody lives in such a rushed world. So what happens when your body's under stress? Because this is a huge part of a need of protein. It increases your excitability, it increases your cardiovascular activity, your heart rate, your stroke volume, your metabolic activity. It goes on and on and on. Stress, your protein metabolism, decreased antibiotic production. You can see muscle wasting, fat metabolism. There's all kinds of things that stress creates in your body. Why do I bring up stress as number one? The time that we live in today, everybody lives under stress. And that is so important. It is the greatest factor in protein utilization in the body. Under stress, the body's demand for protein increases by 6 times. If it's not readily available, the body will attack the muscles and try to get the amino acids that it needs to continue building new healthy cells. That was Dr. Shaklee's thing from the beginning, is that you need to have that to build new healthy cells. It's number one cause of muscle deterioration. If we look at what are the causes of death in the United States, number one is heart disease, cancer, accidents. Medications are a big killer. So this is from Jim Rohn. Most people know who he is. Take care of your body because it's the only place that you have to live. I think about that statement often because sometimes people might complain about what they spend on taking care of their body. But you cannot replace that body. You have one body and only one body. And we have 80 to 90 trillion cells in our body, and they are being remade every single day. So how do you make a new cell? You build it with protein, you feed it with vitamins and minerals, you cleanse it with water and fiber, and then you protect it with antioxidants. So, but the start of it is protein, as you can see, because that's what builds new, strong, healthy cells. Why do you need to supplement? It's just the day that we live in today. We cannot get the nutrition from the food that we need. And there's multiple different reasons why that cannot happen. I will tell you to me, one of the big nutrients, well, there's so many that are important, but when I think about what stress does to the body, so we talked about it with the protein already, but what it does, if you take, let's say that you have a bunch of vitamin B and C in your body, and you have something that happens that all of a sudden you have that feeling, I think you know what I'm talking about there, but you have that feeling that all of a sudden you like lose your breath, or I always say, think about when a cat or a dog or something runs in front of you when you're driving down the road. That feeling happens throughout the day multiple times, but just like that, all your B vitamins and all your vitamin C are gone. That's water soluble one. So, and as you get older, your digestive tract changes, and so then you have a harder time absorbing, okay? So protein is a building block of every single cell in your body. It builds over 100 hormones. We all need hormones to function properly. Digestive enzymes, protein helps with that. Building of antibodies, it helps with that. Your muscle, we talked about that, but it's 40% of your weight. And your bones are 65% protein. So why would you use, here, I'm going to go over this again because I want people to understand. It fights cancer and aging, it boosts energy, builds immunity, balances blood sugar, promotes healthy heart, healthy cholesterol levels, breast and prostate health, regulates menopause, regulates hormones, builds all cells, enzymes, hormones, antibodies, and sustains energy. Do you think after reading that list, do you think that protein is so important? And not animal protein, a vegetable protein. And the reason vegetable is because it's so much easier for your body to absorb and to build. So we've got plant protein, which is not a soy, and we have a soy. So each one of the drinks have 20 grams of protein, 24 vitamins and minerals, 6 grams of fiber, so you have a very good fiber content. It's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's non-GMO, no cholesterol. It's a great source of omegas, it's vegan, and it's low glycemic. What else could you ask for in a protein, right? So it's got all 9 amino acids. The reason this is so important is if you don't have amino acids in a balance, and you have to have the basic 9, those are essentials. If you do not have those, it cannot build. You need 22. The other ones, the other 13 are all non-essential because your body makes them. But it can't make them unless you have all of the essentials. So this is in your blood in 15 minutes. It's kosher, it's high quality, and it's non-soy. And how Shaklee makes their protein is what makes us so different than everything else. I mean, that's one of the things that's huge that makes us different than everything else on the market. It's powered by leucine. So that helps preserve muscle mass. There was a lot of research that went into that. It helps, and that leucine helps burn fat. It helps with weight loss. It improves your metabolism. It helps reduce your cravings. I will tell you that, like, sometimes we'll have pizza at night. And when I have pizza, that's almost all carbs, right? You cannot fill up. It just seems like you can eat and eat and eat and not fill up. If I do not have enough protein, that's what happens. So I just want to play this quick little video for you.
Pleased to announce to you today that Shaklee has a new and improved life shake. It tastes perfect. I love the new shake because you can just shake and go. This is exactly what I need. Plant-based protein with no aftertaste. It's not grainy. It's so silky smooth. I can make this in a shaker cup and I don't have to get the blender out. It is shake and go, and it goes with us anywhere we need it to. Oh my gosh, was that ice cream? It's so creamy, it's so flavorful. It's dessert.
My canister's empty and I can't help myself.
I don't know how to smell dessert. You have to try. You have to try.
Doesn't that, whoops, sorry. Doesn't that make you want to get it right away? There's so many different ways that you can do protein. Of course, we've got all different kinds of recipes, and if you have any interest in these recipes, if you look down in the units, you will find a lot of the different recipes to use with protein. I love the balls because they're quick snacks, okay? And it's a great way to get kids to eat protein. As I said, ukus have different ways of making them, and if you look down into the unit, you'll find the protein. So we have 2 different Prove It challenges. This is 2 different amazing ways to start with Shaklee. The first one, of course, is the first one is our regular Prove It challenge. What that does is it has a 7-day cleanse in it, and then you have the vitalizer, which we haven't talked about, but it's such a complete source of nutrients. And we will have Meology available here shortly, and that is personally, it's actually making it just for you, recommendations of what nutrients you need. But protein is so important. So it doesn't matter if you start with the Prove It challenge with the vitalizer, or if you start with the Proof It Challenge with the Immunity Builder, or if you start with protein and a multivitamin, or protein and a meology. Meology will be available starting September 25th. It's absolutely amazing. I'm in the trial test of it, and it's a personalized nutrition just for you. So I want to finish with saying, this is from Dr. Shaklee, and he said, nature does not speak in no uncertain terms to all of us. Nature does speak in no uncertain terms to all of us. And as a man is a product of nature, he may, if he so desires, receive helpful guidance from nature. For nature is the expression of the Creator. I had to read that slow because I have read that multiple different times. And the bottom line is, nature is what will heal your body. And that's what Shaklee is really all about. And that is why our shakes are so different, and that you get the health from them that you do. So with that, I want to say thank you. I hope that you learned something here, and I hope that you are saying, I just can't wait to try those shakes. So have an amazing day.